How significant is faith in the everyday lives of Americans today? Once a cornerstone of society, the religious landscape in the United States now looks remarkably different. Drawing from Gallup polls and other credible sources, we embark on a journey to understand the changing beliefs, shifting church attendance, and the evolving role of spirituality in contemporary America. From the pews to the public square, let's examine how these transformations are reshaping the nation's spirit. Remember, your presence and participation make this exploration possible. Please support our journey by subscribing to the channel. Thank you for being here with us. Clicking the subscribe button greatly motivates us. 1. Shifts in religious identification. One of the most notable findings from Gallup's 2023 surveys is that although a significant majority of Americans still identify with a specific religion, this percentage has been gradually decreasing. Approximately 3/4 of Americans report a religious affiliation, with 68% identifying as Christians, 33% as Protestants, 22% as Catholics, and 13% as members of other Christian denominations or simply Christian. Additionally, 7% identify with non-Christian religions, 2% as Jewish, 1% as Muslim, 1% as Buddhist. The proportion of Americans with no religious preference has risen to 22%, highlighting a notable shift in the religious landscape. 2. Changes over half a century. Comparing current statistics to those from 1973 shows significant changes. In 1973, 87% of Americans identified as Christians, while only 5% reported no religious affiliation. This shift away from traditional Christian identities toward no religious affiliation reflects broader cultural and societal changes. 3. The importance of religion. Despite many Americans still identifying with a religion, the importance of religion in their lives has markedly decreased. In 2023, only 45% of Americans said religion is very important to them, down from 70% in 1965. This figure declined to 52% in 1978, saw a slight resurgence to nearly 60% between 1990 and 2005, but has since dropped below 50% as of 2019. This decline indicates a growing divide in how Americans view and practice religion, with many shifting from organized religion to personal spirituality or secularism. 4. Trends in religious service attendance. Although most Americans claim a religious affiliation and consider religion somewhat important, regular attendance at religious services is much lower. In 2023, only 32% of Americans reported attending a church, synagogue, mosque, or temple in the past week, down from 44% in 2000 and 49% in 1958. This decline in regular attendance reflects changing attitudes toward communal worship and the role of religious institutions in modern life. 5. Decline in church membership. Similarly, less than half of Americans, 45%, currently belong to a church or other house of worship, a significant drop from previous decades. When Gallup first asked this question in 1937, 73% of Americans were church members. Even in 1999, the figure was 70%. The substantial decline in church membership is largely driven by younger generations, who are less likely to affiliate with or join religious institutions. More than 1/3 of young American adults today have no religious affiliation, and even those who do are less likely to become church members compared to older generations. 6. Impact of younger generations. Millennials and Generation Z, those born after 1980, are significantly less religious than previous generations. Studies suggest that these younger cohorts value individualism and freedom, leading them to eschew traditional religious commitments in favor of personal spirituality or secular ideologies. This generational shift is a major factor in the evolving religious landscape of the United States. 7. Factors influencing religious change. The changes in religious identification and practice among Americans are influenced by social, cultural, and economic factors, including the rise of secularism, shifts in family structures, and advances in technology and information dissemination. Secularism. The growth of secularism has led many to abandon traditional religious beliefs, emphasizing reason and science. Secularism challenges conventional religious views and encourages the exploration of alternative values and beliefs. Family structure changes. Changes in family structures, such as the increase in single-parent households, childless couples, and diverse family forms, impact how religion is practiced within the home. These shifts can alter the traditional role of religion in providing family support and guidance. Technology and information. The advent of the internet and social media has revolutionized access to religious information and participation. Many Americans now engage with religious services online, join virtual religious communities, and seek spiritual guidance digitally. This technological shift presents new opportunities and challenges for traditional religious institutions in maintaining engagement. 8. The future of religion in America. Looking ahead, the future of religion in the United States will likely continue to evolve. While the rise of the religiously unaffiliated may persist, religion will remain a vital aspect of life for many. Religious organizations must adapt to these changes by finding innovative ways to connect with communities and address spiritual needs in a modern context. Adaptation and innovation. Religious institutions need to embrace change and innovation to stay relevant. This includes leveraging technology to offer online services, building online religious communities, and developing educational and support programs that cater to contemporary needs. Community and spiritual support. Beyond rituals and traditions, religion is about creating community and providing spiritual support. Religious organizations can focus on fostering strong communities where individuals find support and inspiration. Interfaith dialogue. The increasing religious diversity in America presents an opportunity to promote interfaith dialogue and mutual understanding. Religious groups can encourage respect and cooperation among different faiths, working together for the common good. The changes in religious attitudes and behaviors in the United States are complex and multifaceted. While many Americans still maintain religious affiliations, the ways in which they practice and value religion have shifted over time. This reflects the growing diversity of American society and presents new challenges and opportunities for religious institutions to meet the spiritual needs of people in a modern world. Understanding these trends provides valuable insights not only into contemporary American society, but also offers lessons for other nations experiencing similar changes in religious and cultural dynamics. The future of religion in America will depend on the ability of religious organizations to adapt and innovate, as well as the continued influence of broader social and cultural trends. In this evolving landscape, religion will remain a significant and dynamic part of American life. Historical context. To fully grasp the current state of religion in America, it's essential to understand the historical context that has shaped these trends. From the early colonial period when various Christian denominations sought religious freedom to the Great Awakenings that sparked widespread religious fervor, America has a rich religious history. 10. Colonial era and religious diversity. The United States was founded on principles of religious freedom, attracting diverse religious groups such as Puritans, Quakers, Catholics, and others. The First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, ratified in 1791, enshrined the freedom of religion, preventing the government from establishing an official religion and ensuring the free exercise of religion. This legal foundation set the stage for a pluralistic religious landscape. 11. Great Awakenings and religious revivals. The Great Awakenings were periods of intense religious revival in the 18th and 19th centuries that significantly influenced American religiosity. The First Great Awakening, 1730s-1740s, emphasized personal faith and emotional experience, leading to the growth of evangelical denominations. The Second Great Awakening, early 19th century, further spread evangelical fervor and inspired social reform movements, including abolitionism and temperance. 12. 20th century developments. The 20th century saw significant shifts in American religious life. The early part of the century was marked by the rise of fundamentalism and the Scopes Trial, 1925, which highlighted the conflict between science and religion. The post-World War II era brought a resurgence of religious affiliation, with the 1950s often considered a high point of American religiosity. However, the 1960s and 1970s ushered in a period of social upheaval and questioning of traditional values, leading to a decline in religious observance. The civil rights movement, the feminist movement, and the counterculture all contributed to this transformation. By the end of the 20th century, America had become a more secular and religiously diverse nation. 13. Religious diversity and interfaith relations. As America becomes increasingly diverse, interfaith relations have grown in importance. The rise of non-Christian religions such as Islam, Hinduism, and Buddhism, alongside the increasing number of religiously unaffiliated individuals, presents both challenges and opportunities for fostering mutual understanding and cooperation. 14. Interfaith initiatives. Various interfaith initiatives aim to bridge gaps between different religious communities. Organizations like the Interfaith Youth Corps, IFYC, and the Parliament of the World's Religions promote dialogue and collaboration among faith groups. These efforts are crucial in addressing common social issues such as poverty, inequality, and climate change. 15. Challenges of religious pluralism. Religious pluralism also poses challenges, including potential conflicts and misunderstandings. Addressing these challenges requires a commitment to education, dialogue, and respect for diverse beliefs. Schools, workplaces, and community organizations play a vital role in promoting interfaith understanding. 16. The role of religion in social and political life. Religion continues to play a significant role in American social and political life. Religious beliefs and organizations influence various aspects of society, from politics and education to social services and community building. 17. Religion and politics. Religious groups have historically been active in American politics. The moral and ethical values rooted in religious traditions often shape political views and actions. Issues such as abortion, same-sex marriage, and religious freedom are frequently debated within the context of religious beliefs. 18. Faith-based social. Many religious organizations provide essential social services, including food banks, shelters, and counseling. These faith-based initiatives often fill gaps in government services and support vulnerable populations. The involvement of religious groups in social services underscores the importance of religion in fostering community and addressing social needs. 19. Religion and personal well-being. Numerous studies have highlighted the positive impact of religion on personal well-being. Regular participation in religious activities is associated with higher levels of happiness, lower rates of depression, and a greater sense of purpose and community. 20. Spirituality and mental health. Spiritual practices such as prayer, meditation, and mindfulness contribute to mental health and resilience. Many Americans turn to their faith during times of crisis, finding comfort and strength in their beliefs and religious communities. 21. Community and social support. Religion often provides a strong sense of community and social support. Congregations offer opportunities for fellowship, volunteerism, and collective action. This communal aspect of religion fosters a sense of belonging and mutual aid, which is particularly valuable in times of need. The religious landscape of America is continually evolving, shaped by historical, cultural, and social factors. While the overall trend shows a decline in traditional religious affiliation and practice, religion remains a vital and dynamic aspect of American life. The rise of the religiously unaffiliated, the increasing diversity of religious beliefs, and the ongoing influence of religion in social and political spheres highlight the complexity of American religiosity. Understanding these trends requires a nuanced approach that considers the interplay between individual beliefs, community practices, and broader societal changes. As America moves forward, religious organizations and communities will need to adapt and innovate to remain relevant and address the spiritual needs of a diverse and changing population. In this evolving landscape, the essence of religion, providing meaning, community, and support, continues to be a cornerstone of American life, even as the forms and expressions of religiosity transform.